Oh, it is always yep, it's always a good sign when the YouTube chat on OBS does not load. There we go. Now it does. Another early start of a stream. And I also have 2 VLC media players. Let's go. Ugh. I'm just gonna look at my socials while I I could do a glip check. I haven't done a glip check in a while. And I've occasionally done them on Freak Fortress streams. They've only posted one thing of note since the last time I did a glip check on stream, and it was just a picture of them. Well, it's not of them, it's of their plants and a cat. And some Pokemon plushies, which are just haphazardly thrown around. I am not a plant expert, but isn't it a bad thing when parts of the plants are all over the fucking desk? Also, some part of me really wants to take over the hashtag PMDE on Blue Sky. Because, like, Glip isn't certainly using it for anything. It's been like 2 years since the last post on there. Ugh. I guess I could talk about PMDE 2 for a little bit, even though it's probably never going to be brought up. Actually, what if I included PMDE 2 as a part of the thing? If we're done with the encyclopedia early, then I could just pull up the little bits and pieces from PMDE 2. I don't have them organized. Also, while I was looking through the PMDE hashtag on Blue Sky, I noticed that someone was like, I know nothing about PMD in general or the setting. So that really tells you about the audience of Floriverse, or modern Floriverse. Also, it's only been 2 people posting on the hashtag, that person and Glip. Yeah, there isn't much in PMDE2 besides getting to see characters and Glip talking to Quixate. Let's see, I think it's in my Glip shit folder somewhere around here. There it is. Huh, I guess these PNGs were saved in order, it looks like, so I guess I can look at them in order. Where is the image? Hello? Where'd you put the image? Well, you know what, I could just open it up in images. I don't need a PNG. There we go. a quick little reading to get my vocal cords in shape, I guess. And then this guy just, like, literally came out of a hole in the sky. What, like a portal? I guess? Anyway, he's like a huge bug. Impossible. There are no records of such a thing. Bitch, give me a piece of paper and a pen and there will be. Saw a giant bug guy emerge from hole in sky. Man, that new guy better not be causing trouble. He's so tall that he'd be hard to stop, though. Also, PK looks tired as shit. And also old, which makes sense because apparently this takes place a decade after the series. Yeah, I'm willing to bet she's depressed because she doesn't have Shroom's worth. He's mine now, bitch! Anyway. Everything feels off. I know it's been a month, but I still find myself about to say Tau Village instead of Tau Town. You'll get used to it. Oh, I wonder if that's a meta joke. I also wonder... Well, I guess I don't want to wonder because this is PMD-2. Which could be an ongoing thing in a month or so, I guess. Also, there's a bunch of things in this that I just have for some reason. Like, I don't want this in my glitch shit folder. What is this again? Okay, I know what that is. I also just managed to catalog a bunch of Pokemon images they made around during that time. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, here's this fuck. I don't know why they drew this. This is not a glip thing, this is just me making stuff in paint. I think this is one of the original images that made me realize, oh my god, are they actually going to be doing a PMD-2 thing? This being the other. Oh, this might be the beginning of the next thing. Because I think the rest of these images are in order or something. I think they're in order. Anyway, I'm not reading this part. Oh, yep. I gotta read this one, though. Presenting Queen Pheasant of the Owl Grove. I think they were trying to make that a Quakewavel, but it obviously does not look like a Quakewavel at all. Okay. Queen Pheasant, renowned teacher of art magic. You know, the painter. I have literally no idea what you're talking about. Are you aware this is a store where you purchase things? Remind me why we're here. Yeah, they literally try to make that a Quakewavel, but it does not look like one whatsoever. It looks like Floriver's Phazon more than a Quakewavel. There's also this image, I don't know what this is. And then I have no idea what's going on here. But it almost looks like they try to combine either PK or Anana with Koichi Kameji. Because this thing looks like one of Koichi's eye things. Another Miss Magius. And then there's just a Banette. It's not Slasher because it doesn't have the patch. And then there's the series of images that I've saved from the that one site. Don't do it. It'll ruin your life if you let it. Which you do. Well, that's obviously stupid. I'd never do that. But you would have if I didn't tell you not to, so it's basic like you still did. I don't know what that means. Also, hi there. I'm just looking at the glip shit folder that I have. Okay, so this is... Well, already seen all of this. There's that fuck-ass Meowscarada again. And then there's that Quakewavel that does not look like a Quakewavel at all. More of that weird-ass Quavel thing, or thing that tries to be a Quavel. Let's build a stage and teach everyone the magic of storytelling. Wow, I wonder if that sounds like anything Floriverse related. First of all, I do not do physical labor, you know that. That is really not the important part. It is 50% of what you said, let's do. God, this makes no sense to me sometimes. Oh, and now here we get to the other part with Quixay. What? Who did this? What? Oh, that's right. There's supposed to be stuff from Quixay during this, but I did not save most of it actually. Yeah, no, I only saved 2 images, and that was for the shipping video. And yeah, it does look lazy. Almost like they were trying to pump these out. So we're not gonna get the Quixay side of things. I only got the Glip side. So anyway, he sends PK a letter. What? So he's some kind of genie or something? Figures. Wait, what? Oh, don't worry. This isn't Quixay Floriverse. Oh, I just realized they were talking about message stuff. My brain's already tired because, like, I woke up this morning earlier than I expected because of a tornado alert. And then I just kind of felt out of it for most of the day. Hey! Read the whole thing before interacting with me again. And again, I don't have the Quixate side of things. There's this Pheromosa, which obviously looks like a Floriverse. Yep. So, first of all, right now I'm a poison type. You can tell because I'm the shade of purple. But also, it's related to my mindset and stuff. When I'm like this, it's usually true that I might have some unfriendly feelings or thoughts circling around in my head. Wait, you can see colors, right? Oh, really? You're purple because of that, huh? I thought it was because you chose that color. Okay, I guess so, yeah. So, well, there are different types. Kecleons. I'm a Kecleon. We start out a shade of green, and that means, like, normal. We're clear of other elements. Receptive, I guess. Like this. But I like this more. Yeah, that's why you chose it. That's what that one story implied you did. Oh, and there's, Merlot. We already went over why Merlot's design sucks ass. Yeah, they literally made it clear enough in the Rhodes debacle that they did not want to reread their own story. Oh, and then there's a Quixay with that Pheromosa thing. I don't know what that is. I guess this is someone else's character? I don't know. What I like best? Like, which type I like being best? Huh. I don't think anyone's ever asked me that before. Kinda like being a psychic type, but it's hard to stay that color on purpose. And then I just have the same image, but smaller resolution. Oh, that's because it's a WebP, that's right. I don't want to do this. Also, I think this is the second time I've seen Lexi's Eevee being transformed into something else. The first time was a Sylveon. Because I do have that image. It tends to happen if I'm laughing or feeling happy. I think it usually goes away pretty quickly. I still don't know what's with this color retcon sort of thing, because they made it clear in the side stories that they chose their own colors. At least that's what I think happens. Like, I know they can change color based on their emotions and stuff, but they made it imply like it has to be like a strong emotion, like Like, if you're feeling like shit, like really feeling like shit, then you turn black. And if you get really upset at someone, not like regular upset, but like pissed off at someone, then you just turn red. That's what I mean. But in here, it's like, even the slightest change in emotion changes that color. I don't know. It's this bright magenta. You can see it on my body right now, I guess. I don't know. I don't really get when it happens or why sometimes. Sorry, that's probably not that helpful. I guess so. It doesn't really feel like it, though. I should go. I feel like I'm about to say something I'll regret later if I don't. Catch you later. Also, you're saying that this is a bright magenta. Really? I thought it was purple, because your name is Purple Kecleon. Yep, more fusions. Quite a few are with that. And then there's a PK being a smoker or something, I don't know. I don't know who. I think this might be another PK1. Because it doesn't have the flower that Anana has. Oh yeah, and the map. I wanted to get to this map for some time now, because this is a... Like, even though Glib says this takes place 11 years after PMDE, they just decided to make an entirely new continent instead. And it's kind of weird because you got Tao Town right here. It's not Tao Village, but they're also a coastal town, which is what Alomomola City was in the original. And then I guess we have a Tao River. I think I went looking through the wiki for on the map itself to compare locations, but there are some locations that are like the same on here. I think this being one of them, or maybe it was a different one. Oh, wait, it was Fortissimo Peak that stayed. Yeah, Fortissimo Peak still exists in this one. And then there's no sign of there's no sign of where Castle Draclugia is. And yes, they did say that their rules were pretty strict back then. I guess it's for game balance and so that everything isn't a headache. Which I can totally understand. Yeah, to be honest, I don't like the lax rules of PMDE2. I like the rules of the first PMDE better because it's like you start out with first stages just like the actual PMD games themselves. You can still evolve if you want. It just has you just have to do a lot of hard work with it. And then you are also restricted to not using legendaries and mythicals because those things are fucking broken. And also the different colors and stuff. I guess they could have been a bit too strict with that, but I could see a bit on why they didn't want anyone making their characters stray too far from canon designs. I would not have the courage to stray too far from the canon designs either. Also, I just want to draw attention to the names of these two areas in particular. I made a joke about this on one of my videos. But like, God, could you not have chosen a better name for this? Like, why did you choose this name? I still like the I don't know, I guess I'm just used to the setting of PMD-1. I kind of like it better than whatever's going on over here. Because, like, everything is filled out here, where I guess, as before, you only get, like, a small part of the continent, which I guess would have been explored on a little bit later in the story. Like, we don't know what happened to the west side of the continent. Except for only a few snippets here and there. Even I forget what happened on, like, the west side of the continent. We only get, like, the small portion of the east part of the continent. And then, even then, we don't get to see what goes up further north or further south from the map. Like, let me pull up the map itself. Yeah, this is the only areas we're restricted to in actual PMDE. It still looks pretty big, but again, we don't see what goes up on any higher than the north or the south, and we don't see what goes up on the west side. Oh yeah, that's right. Some Pokemon in the story looking a bit different, like Malt. Yeah. Also, I just noticed this eye icon. Never noticed that before. Oh, I guess I already had the world map pulled up here. But anyway, welcome to day 25 of PMDE readings. Yesterday, you guys voted on the April Fool stuff to be read yesterday. Well, I say read with quotes because I only half read it. The rest was already fully voice acted. And even then I say fully voice acted with quotes because some things weren't fully voice acted. I guess for the sake of being a shitty April Fool's prank. But yep, today we're going to be reading the encyclopedia. And then after that, Fresnel's Error. I think Fresnel's Error will be a tomorrow thing. So yeah, just 5 articles. And apparently, they're all in universe, presenting basic facts of life and oddities of the universe together by topic. I'd say that PK is an oddity of the universe. So ghosts. Oh, okay, Or is it the life cycle that's first? I don't know. Life cycle. Pokemon are born from eggs laid by a female Pokemon after mating with a male Pokemon. Okay, I guess we're just straight up mentioning that mating exists. Although female Pokemon will sometimes lay eggs regardless, such eggs will not hatch into Pokemon. An egg that will hatch into a Pokemon is distinguishable by color and design. An empty egg will be a solid white or dull yellow, while an egg that will hatch will have colorful markings, sometimes an indicator of the species that will hatch from the egg. Occasionally, a Pokemon will be born that is not capable of talking, living in society, or functioning in a way that is natural for other Pokemon. These feral Pokemon are often capable of learning to fight or fighting on instinct, and can sometimes be taught basic instructions such as leaving other Pokemon alone or going to a particular location, but this is difficult. Such Pokemon often live in the wild and attack other Pokemon for food. It is rare that a feral Pokemon will be discriminate in who it attacks or what it does. A sentient Pokemon may be born to a feral Pokemon, and a feral Pokemon may be born to a sentient Pokemon. This basic form of intellectual capacity is not a genetic trait. Okay, that is interesting. Well, that's gotta suck if you have a child and it turns out to be a feral one, even though you're both sentient parents. As a Pokemon ages, it may eventually evolve if its species is capable of doing so and the right conditions are met. Different species lines have different conditions, and for Pokemon that can evolve twice, the conditions may not be the same for each evolution. It is possible to bypass the typical requirements of a species evolution, but very rare. Very rare, huh? Oh, wow, where is... You know what, I'll just use this one. Rewards, 1 evolution scroll. Rewards, 1 evolution scroll. Rewards, 1 evolution scroll. Rewards, 1 evolution scroll. Really rare, huh? It is sometimes difficult to meet the requirements or to evolve in any case. I get why they have the evolution scrolls. It's so that you'd be able to have a way to evolve in the game aspect of the thing. And because, well, kids aren't likely going to know when is the best time for their characters to evolve in a lore sense. They're just going to be like, oh boy, I have an evolution scroll. I'm going to evolve it right now. I know I would have done the same. Most Pokemon require progress to evolve. Progress takes a different form depending on the individual. An important realization, a renewed oath, or a gradual change in character culminating in evolution are just some such ways to evolve. Not every evolution is happy. Some may evolve out of intense jealousy or rage, or as a last-ditch attempt to save themselves from a danger. So that's like what we saw with Mike in the, I think it was the epilogue, Mission 7 epilogue, when he was being attacked by Tivoli. Some Pokemon require fulfillment to evolve. This is a more specific form of that typical method of evolution, by where a Pokemon has to reach contentment in order to evolve. A Pokemon that requires this method cannot be disturbed by anger or sadness, nor can a single event bring about their evolution, although it may be the last step in the road to fulfillment. A Pokemon that evolves as a result of fulfillment may not remain fulfilled, but it is important that they reach fulfillment for at least a time. Fulfillment is similar to, but very distinct from enlightenment, and varies somewhat depending on the individual. I don't know, is there anyone in PMDE that evolved like that? I was wondering if maybe Shroomsworth did, but I think it said that he needed help to do that. Let me see. It doesn't really say when he evolved in his backstory. Also, I just realized that Shroomsworth has like a defined backstory, but we don't see much of it outside of the Dojin. Oh, wait, never mind. It did say how he evolved. It was an evolution scroll. God damn it. Yeah. I guess that goes back to Like I said earlier, I think that's the first part. Most Pokemon require progress to evolve. Not every evolution is happy. May evolve out of intense jealousy or rage, or as a last-ditch attempt to save themselves from a danger. That definitely sounds like what happened to Mike. Because like when Tivoli was talking about him about Loire, he was getting rather pissed at him. I think another example of a Pokemon who evolved it this way would be Cyclone back in Fight and Flight. Okay, but that falls under the fulfillment thing. It's two different paragraphs. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about now, but the single event thing happens for fulfillment, not for progress. They tried to make this sound like two different things. Mike did not feel content when he evolved. No, he was in a state of progress. So during his Tivoli fight, he did not feel fulfilled whatsoever. But even then, he wasn't evolving through fulfillment, he was evolving through progress. I'm making words into sentences, so I guess I should move on. A few species require artifacts to evolve, generally a specific magical stone. There are several varieties of these stones, most associated with types, firestones, thunderstones, and some with vague concepts, sunstones, shiny stones. A Pokemon that evolves via an artifact may need some degree of progress or fulfillment, and must want to use the artifact to evolve. Members of an evolved species are typically stronger than when they were unevolved. However, changes in capability or in body may weaken them during a period of adjustment to their new body. This is very rare if their new body is similar to their old body, or in the case of Pokemon that become cocoons prior to their second evolution, but quite common in Pokemon that change drastically upon evolving. Although an evolved species is stronger, an evolved individual may not be. An evolved Pokemon that has not fought before in its life can rely on its talent more readily than an unevolved Pokemon could, but may encounter difficulty in fighting even unevolved Pokemon with combat experience. If an evolved Pokemon and an unevolved Pokemon are evenly matched otherwise, the evolved Pokemon will usually win. Unless they're a Fear Rattata. Or a Fear Aron. As Pokemon nears the end of its lifespan, some changes occur. Difficulty in changing mindset, general weakness, or specific maladies such as partial blindness. It is possible for particularly healthy Pokemon to notice few or no symptoms of aging, but weaker Pokemon will notice the effects of aging sooner. Okay, what about death? And also, what about changes in appearance? Do those not happen? Guess not. Lifespan. Different species of Pokemon live naturally for different spans of time, their life expectancy. Many Pokemon live for a few years less or more than their life expectancy as a result of factors such as good or bad health, but each species tends towards an average. Although individual species differ, larger species and more draconic species tend to have longer life expectancies, with true dragon types having the longest life expectancies. Bug types have the shortest life expectancies on average of all types. The longer a species' life expectancy, the stronger they tend to be naturally, although this is not universal. Many bug types are extremely dangerous, and sickly dragon types must take great care around other Pokemon. Evolved Pokemon have longer lifespans than Pokemon that have not evolved. Pokemon of species that cannot evolve may tend towards slightly lower lifespans, but Pokemon of species that can evolve but that have not tend to have two-thirds... Wait, what the fuck? But Pokemon of species that can evolve but that have not tend to have two-thirds the lifespan or worse of an unevolved member of their species line. What the fuck was that segment? I think that could be worded differently to make it easier for me to understand. In like a sentence sense. On average, Pokemon have a life expectancy around 80 years. Ghost and Ghost types are exceptional in that they do not have a life expectancy by species. They will only die by unnatural causes. Ghosts that suffer forms of madness, that have a few memories, or that are trying to regain their memories, tend to die sooner as a result of the associated dangers, if any. Yeah. Pokemon that have died and returned to life are known as ghosts. Many such Pokemon have incomplete or fleeting memories of their past life and are often drawn to locations, objects, or people associated with their past life. It is possible for a ghost to regain some or all of its memories through learning about their past life, like with Devonshire and Nashor. Ghosts are distinct from ghost-type Pokemon, which may be born from eggs and live as normal Pokemon. However, all ghosts are ghost-type Pokemon as well, regardless of their species and their past life. They become a member of a ghost-type species. Ghosts may benefit from memories of their past life due to combat experience, but cannot use abilities they possess in their past life unless their new species can use the same abilities. Ghosts do not age and are often physically resilient as with other ghost types, but like the living, they are susceptible to disease of the mind and can be attacked, hurt, and killed. A ghost that is killed by another Pokemon or in an accident will not return to life as a ghost again. So kinda like Sims logic. Food and medicine. Depending on where an individual Pokemon lives, the food they eat will be different and prepared differently. In the wild, berries are often eaten raw, while in civilized areas it is easier to prepare complex heated dishes. In the wild, it is more difficult to grow the large amount of grains or nuts needed for a full meal, while in civilized areas it is less acceptable to eat meat, even from feral Pokemon. Berries are the largest food group, and very few diets exclude berries. Berries are high in nutrients and rarely cause problems even if overeaten. But Pokemon that enjoy the taste of meat or that are used to it may hate the taste of berries. Only a small number of berries are harmful themselves, but many edible berries grow on dangerous or strange plants. Wonder if that's the case for Mike. In addition to their use as food, many berries can be used to create potions, salves, or other kinds of medicine, or crush into adhesive, among other uses. Berries with medicinal uses, such as the orange berry, will have minimal healing effects eaten once. That's a phrase? What does that mean? Will have minimal healing effects eaten once. Does that mean they only work one time, like on the first bites? A Pokemon that eats 24 orange berries may experience accelerated healing of cuts or bruises, and eating a handful of Leppa berries may cure a headache or hangover. Also, hangovers do exist. Berries are also a primary component of concentrated medicine, delivered in civilized areas via syringe or created as balm with a recipe. The manufacture of medicine allows Pokemon with weak immune systems to stave off disease, or for infected wounds to be treated. This contributes to the ability of weak Pokemon to survive within a civilized area. Large amounts of nuts are more difficult to find than large amounts of berries, but nuts are a suitable supplement to most diets. The amount of grain needed to feed a single Pokemon cannot be readily found in the wild, so grain-based food is much more common in civilized areas. The meat of Pokemon is highly nutritious and can have a different taste depending on the species. Some Pokemon species cannot digest meat, while others cannot digest it raw. Certain species, such as those with canines, are the most suited to eating meat. In many civilized areas such as Towel Village, Snowy Village, or Sapling Village, eating meat is taboo. This is most true in large villages and towns. In larger cities, it is harder to prevent any one member of the populace from eating meat, and small villages are typically not as civilized as larger settlements. Eggs are a common food product in all regions for containing many of the same nutrients as meat. White or golden eggs with no markings are the most commonly eating type of egg. Eggs with colored markings contain an unborn Pokemon. The markings generally hint at the type of Pokemon that will be born from that egg. Many Pokemon have additional replacement food sources beyond the most common food sources. Bovine Pokemon can form a significant portion of their diet with grass, and certain psychic species can often survive by eating dreams or concepts. There are also rarer distinct types of food, such as dairy products. And then there are the foods that I'm not sure even most of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon fanbase even know of that exist. Slight detour time. Food. It exists in PMD. You got your apples. You got your bananas. Bananas were a thing apparently in Red and Blue Rescue Team. You got chestnuts. The Mankeys love these, and they're also in Rescue Team. Donuts, they were in Gates to Infinity, which happened after PMDE. Grimy food also exists. And then, of course, in Gen 6, we also got the cookies and chocolates, which I guess could be argued they are made from wheat, which you can cultivate. And then PMDE also scrapped the idea of gummies and stuffs, and also seeds. It's also very interesting that bananas exist in the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon universe, because we got the Nana Berry. Oh yeah, and Perfect Apples. Wait, which one? Oh, this is the work in progress version of a different song. Yeah, I guess it's because this is like a primitive one. It doesn't have all the instruments yet. Ugh. Yeah, anyway, last thing, religion, because religion is a thing that's in this world. Religion is an uncommon topic of discussion, as the difference between Pokemon that practice a religion and Pokemon that do not is noticeable. Pokemon that are not religious are often distinct in behavior from Pokemon that are, although the groups can coexist. Most religions then cooperate one of deity worship, moral codification, or metaphysical belief, where non-religious Pokemon are capable of living an entire lifetime without making any of these topics a significant part of their life. Deity worship is the worship of other Pokemon, generally of much greater power than any individual worshipper. A Pokemon that is the subject of deity worship is a god. Some deity worshipping religions propose the existence of a creator or godhead that is beyond normal Pokemon, or that is not a Pokemon, so what are they then? Moral codifications is the adherence of a religious group to specific moral codes, or moral codes based on belief. A religious group might believe that impurity of the body leads to impurity of the soul, and encourage daily religious bathing. Another religious group might forswear violence and killing, stating that each Pokemon's life is a single blessed event, and to end it is unholy. Metaphysical belief is belief in principles that have not been proven or that are not self-evident. That Pokemon are capable of creating flame or vines is self-evident, and that the air contains oxygen is proven. Metaphysical belief might say that all Pokemon share the latent ability to warp reality, or that Pokemon go to a heavenly real after death, but these ideas are not self-evident or proven. Okay, so what do these religious Pokemon think of ghost types? Or, of ghosts, then? The ones that come back from the dead. The Order of the Sun and Tao is an example of a religion that worships a creator deity, deity worship. It states that there is a recurring battle between light and darkness, waged by individuals and measured in sin, moral codification, and that each Pokemon is a reincarnation of a previously living Pokemon, metaphysical belief. Okay, so I guess it's like a combination of, what is it, Christianity and What is the one that has reincarnation? I keep forgetting it. Oh, I guess it's multiple. Well, I can't decide on just one. God, you can tell how much I know about religion by how I know jack shit about religion at all. Many other religions exist in Tau and elsewhere, such as monastic orders to the north. Most religions are not expansionist in the way that a civilization might be expansionist. Smaller cult religions and tribal villages will rarely spread beyond a village's borders. And many religions restrict priesthood to select individuals, so it is rare that common Pokemon of those religions will convert other Pokemon to their cause. Religions that primarily feature moral codification, as opposed to focusing on deity worship or metaphysical belief, are likely to be the most common type of religion and often attract a larger number of followers. Whether this is because they are typically more open or because the average Pokemon does not participate in deity worship is unclear. This make my head hurty. Also, why did I decide that this should take like an entire day of streaming? When this could have easily just been like... Well, I guess it couldn't have been... You know, well, actually, it could have been an after thing. After the Tau High stuff. If I knew that this was going to be a 30-minute read. And, well, I can't read this because the story itself is gone. And I still don't know when the person who made this character and the person who is going to have the all of the stuff, all of the leadership of the group. I don't know when they're active. It seems like they're very inconsistent with how long they're active for. Whoa. So yeah, I don't know what else to do here. I don't want to spend like an hour and 30 minutes just doing Mugen. Is there Freak Fortress Sunday happening? You know what? I could turn this into a Freak Fortress. Yeah, there might be a Freak Fortress Sunday stream. This might be just be the rare instance that I actually play Team Fortress 2 for a stream. Alright, so, goodbye, Brave, briefly. I'm going to see if there's any TF2s, if the DiskFF TF2 servers, because it says they were doing a revival on... Wait, shit, that says they're doing a revival on Saturday. Not Sunday. Well, shit then. Do I just make this a Slender Fortress stream then? I'll be honest, I don't know why this encyclopedia stuff exists. Even if it's an in-universe sort of thing, I guess it's probably to help flesh out the world a bit more. These concepts probably would have been expanded on as time went on and more things were being done within the story. But other than that, oh hey, Ponyville is still up. Looks like they still have people on there. Fuck it, Glitch Puppet had MLP ties at some point. Let's make this a versus Ponyville stream. There were a lot of people on the server earlier. Which I guess makes sense. They still had the their April event going. Ugh. Yeah, the wiki certainly does just... it exists. I'm at least thankful that it exists, because, if it didn't, it would just contribute to how this sort of thing is just, like, very unheard of. Yeah, exactly. It would be like the PMD-U wiki, because, yes, I'm still surprised that PMD-U had a wiki just like PMD-E. But I guess it kind of makes sense because PMD-U was built off with the some of the admins of PMD-E. I also went back and looked at my PMD abridged thing, and God, the writing on it... well, the writing on it sucks ass for the most part, because yeah, I was a shit writer back then. And I guess my writing is still a bit because the thing I don't know how to do best is describing locations without making it feel like an entire fucking mega paragraph. Because if you want to know what a building looks like, well, I'll tell you what the entire damn building looks like, even down to the tiniest detail. And I hope that whenever you envision this building, you do not get confused by it. But I guess what I could do is, like, I could describe the building as how a character sees it instead of how I see it. I guess that could be a lot better. Like, characters won't pinpoint things down to the exact detail like I do.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't want to get sat on by Fluttershy. Make her stop.
What a line.
God.
See, I think the audio is working. Yeah, the audio is working. But yeah, I like this server because... oh, wait, never mind. I'm the Hale now.
Well, how'd it do, Miss Twilight? A pleasure making your
No,
acquaintance.
why did that hurt me?
We here at
No,
Sweet
I think
Appalachians
it's my-
sure do like making new friends.
No, I'm default civilian now.
Nah.
Everything's destroyed.
Alright.
Well, civilian.
Y'all want to see me try to win a round without raging? Hi, Angie.
Nah.
Fuck.
Here I go.
Well, you can't say, huh?
Here I go.
Okay.
Here I go.
Here you go. Your bullets are stronger now.
Here I go.
Okay.
Here I
Oh, my shot missed.
Oh, fuck.
I did not mean to do that. I was going for the pyro. And then boom.
Okay, you gotta tap the side of it to open the door. If you want, my Derringer is over there on the truck somewhere. If you want the civilian pistol.
There we go.
For the truck or something. Yeah, that truck you're looking at.
What the fuck? Speed?
There you go.
Here I go.
Now you're unstoppable.
Get off that truck.
Here I go.
Also, hi, Chadot.
Hi.
I've let you out. Hi.
Here I go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna nail that.
Landing V.
Here I go. Here I go.
I know where you are, sniper.
They're gone. That's not them. How'd you know?
No.
Got a little too caught up in yourself.
Alright, good night.
Doggies, if you can take this bull by the horns, here I go.
About to win.
Alright, Fuko, show them the power of the civilian Derringer. That's not the civilian Derringer.
That's a wall.
That's your shot.
Here I go.
The ground, sunshine, celery stalks. Carefree, sunshine, colorful flowers, so much to do. Tiny seeds.
The normal contracts are usually for contract points. You can like buy specific contracts from the store. And those contracts are typically like they usually have like a specific task that a certain class would be like best at, but it's not really like specific.
Damn, he's getting away from me.
Yeah.
Here I go.
Oh, okay. Beep. Alright, can I turn in my contract game? Oh no, connection problem. No, don't tell me the server crashed. Oh, never mind, I just lagged.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yep. That was a bad
All
one.
right, my little ponies.
Jesus Christ.
Bye.
Yeah, I like playing on the server because, what the fuck? Why am I playing as the scouts? And I mean the scout class for the Halos part. Yes, this is the Halos part. Also, oh my god, Cherylee has Baldi's Basics music. That's funny. Help! I got the wrong class! Well, damn it. Damn! Oh, okay, I don't know what happened there. Damn. Okay, Jesus Christ, it's like everybody's throwing themselves to death on this round.
All right, my little ponies.
fuck is... Okay, never seen that happen with the door before.
All right, my little pony.
Also, I'm still having thoughts of, I'm still having thoughts of continuing, Shumworth's therapy.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Because I really want to continue exploring that sort of dread he has of
The doctor is in.
not being able to do much in his life.
Fight to the death.
Because, like, he's at the point in his life where nothing really matters to him. Because he's not able to do anything. Also, I thought I was done with this contract. There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ, she's up here already! Oh my god, that knocked me off. Okay, so I logged onto the other demo man instead of the boss. That does give me a question, though. I still want to talk about PMD stuff during this stream. So the question on my mind is... where can Shroomsworth really go? Outside of Tau Village and Sapling Village, he doesn't really have much of anywhere to go to. And if he stays in Sapling Village, all he's got is that the trading hub, the trading hall, or whatever it's called. And of course, if he stays in Tau Village, oh yeah, if he also stays in Sapling Village, well, that's just Merlot is right down the door, so. Yeah, he's got nothing in this world. Because of dumbfuck Ariana. Oh my god, she is circling my homing rock! Yeah, I'm not sure how, Shimsworth would feel around being cold all the time. And yeah, exactly. What could he even do there?
Perhaps, yeah.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of locations in the PMD. And honestly, none of them sound good. Sapling Village is in poverty. Tau Village is, well, it's Tau Village. Steel City has that whole, what is it? I think it's called a matriarchy. Is that where it's... No, it isn't matriarchy where it's one king and not like what I'm thinking of. It's like a term for where it's like governed by one gender.
Nice.
Uh-oh. My game's lagging. Yep. My Team Fortress 2 just crashed. So yeah, there is literally nowhere for this Breloom to go. Oh god, my TF2 just crashed. Backup plan time. I want a maker. So that I can say, hey, I still play I Wanna Be the Guy fan games and stuff. Wait, actually, I've been showing off K3 to friends of mine, but it's actually K3 easy. I thought matriarchy was the word I was looking for, but I'm not sure if it's the right word. Yeah, matriarchy is the right word. Wait, do I actually want to stream this, or do I want to stream K3 easy? You know what, I'll stream K3 easy. If I can find it. Yeah. Yeah, once we get to tomorrow, then we'll get through Fresnel's error. The entirety of it. But all I know is that Steel City is a matriarchy, and it's very technologically advanced. Honestly, too technologically advanced for my liking. I don't know why. I don't like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon setting that is too technologically advanced. Here we go. Let's see if this works. There it is. I'm stuck on boss 1 right now. Fuck is going on with my arrow keys here? I guess I'm more into the fantasy type of genre, where it's like limited technology and all that. Oh, I forgot about that. Lots of things I keep forgetting about in this boss fight. There we go. That's right, it comes back for a second time. And even then, it's probably also why I don't like Pokemon having things like knives or guns, because it kind of invalidates the whole them having moves. Okay, then I go over here. I guess I want to stay over here then. I think that's what this stage wants me to do. Damn it. Forgot about that. I keep forgetting about that. Also, can these things stop shooting things close to me, please? I'd like to have breathing room. Oh, okay, so you just go up this time. Also, I don't know if I like that one projectile being shot directly to the right like that. I swear, can you stay consistent, please? And just to remind you, this is the easy version of a 90 difficulty fan game. And 90 difficulty means really tough boss fights and precision platforming. This makes the game 60 difficulty, which is around the fan game difficulty that I completed my first fan game on, which is I Want to Make the Sandwich. I think it's around 60 difficulty. I forgot what it was on Delphi. Oh. Also, this game normally doesn't have health bars unless you clear Secret 1, which I did. And god damn was Secret 1 so... It was hard. But that last segment where you have to grab the item and go all the way back to the portal was just... Ugh. Bro, I can't see that! See what I mean? It's so inconsistent. That. I also can't practice any of these attacks either. It's one life for all of this. Forgot about what happens here. And of course it does that. I think most of my deaths in this version of K3 so far have just been in Secret 1. Okay, what a terrifying position to be in. Those blue bullets do not make things easy. And that's the part where I'm supposed to go downwards. Gotcha. I was wondering when the mushroom part was going to show up. Anyway, I think I know how to get through the Misty Lorelei segment now. There we go. Then go over to the middle. Oh, she's over there now. Alright, here we go. And then I forget what happens next. Okay, it's this part. Is this where the avoidance kicks in? Okay, this is the part where I have to constantly shoot at Flandre. Then the avoidance begins. There we go. Then begins the avoidance. Whew! Finally! Got through this boss! And... wait, hold on! I haven't saved yet. There we go. So, welcome to Needle. Ah. I have to do this under a supposed time limit, which that being that rainbow ball following me. And it's hard to do Needle under a time limit like this. At least some of the jumps here are nerfed. Oh, and now I have to do it again, but with two of them! So yeah, all of these stages come from other fan games. This is commonly known as a medley game. And it's like a mishmash of all the stages from different games into one game. And this game is just the most popular one. Oh, I did not think that one through. I need to save my jump. Save my double jump. Ah. Okay, I did not think I could land there. Good to know. Okay, that one moves faster than before, so trap, gotcha. Dang, I had a good one where both the balls were getting stuck. And it goes back. Good to know. Okay, it goes back farther than I expected. There we go, and I'm trapped. So I guess I have to go back to the first area to reroute the balls to be behind me. Okay, yeah. I have to reroute these two to be behind me, or this also works. There we go. Pio trap, huh? Oh my god, this jump! How am I supposed to do this? Okay. There we go. Okay, well this nerfed room doesn't seem to be bad. It was just that one jump and— oh no! I don't have a save here. Oh no! Why has the original game forsaken players like this? I did not mean to fall prematurely. Ah, goddammit. I need to pull up J-Tool or something so I can practice that. When is the right time to fall there? This first room also do be giving me hell right now. There we go. Now I have to not fuck this up. God damn it, I fucked it up on the gate jump. This is why I put down I can't do gate jumps. Okay. How do I keep fucking up a gate jump? Ah. I don't know why I thought I could do 2 tiny jumps there. Bruh. Okay, here I am again. God damn it. And it wasn't even on the right gate jump. And then I fucked up that jump for the first time. Finally, I did a gate jump. Okay. Okay. No! Okay. I got scared because I wasn't able to make it on the ledge. Oh, you bitch. But hey, it doesn't matter. Okay, can I land in the hole, please? Okay, that's another trigger. That's a trigger and a half. And then that happens. I forget what happens here. Oh, that. Yeah, a lot of segments do tend to get learny. Yep. But knowing is half the battle, and you do feel pretty satisfied upon after you clear the difficult parts. As long as you start with small stuff, like easy, simple needle, and not doing ledge jumps. I forget that's a gate. I wish I could make a I Want a Fan game, but you need like Game Maker, and I forgot how to do that for a second. And Game Maker is not free. And I don't know where to begin looking for it if I decide to sail the high seas, 7 seas. Okay. And I think everybody uses like Game Maker 7 or Game Maker 8. And of course it ends it off on my least favorite common jump, the diagonal. Fucking hate diagonals. Oh, I think this is one where you have to answer a question. Password. Oh no, I don't even know what the password is supposed to be. Uh, where do I, how do I find the, the passwords on this one. Also, goddammit, I keep opening up links to nothing. Stop opening up random shit links. No, this is not what I want. Okay, that doesn't show the password, though. I need to see what it is. Okay, how about I just try random shit? That didn't work. Oh, I missed a secret. Oh no, I missed a secret in stage 2. Oh god, and you know what's even worse? You know what's even worse about this secrets in stage 2? It's essentially 12 coin flips in a row. And if you do not get any of those coin flips, then you gotta start from the beginning of the secrets. And so it's a good thing I didn't do that. Wait, it says shoot for code? Oh! I didn't even notice that, huh? Okay, what is this? What? What could this mean? That is not the password. I guess I'm supposed to wait a while? I don't know, that's what this loading thing is suggesting. I don't know, I'm just gonna input the code from the video that I'm watching. Nope, that's not working. Wait, am I supposed to stand next to the computer? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Oh, okay, there we go. I guess the solution was to just wait a while. Now we're back to regular needle. And it's needle with very fast speed. Oh god. And now it's needle with very high jump. Okay, I gotta wait until I'm, there we go. Oh my god, that is one heck of a last jump. And I am not shooting the save that says death. I keep doing that thing too late. There we go. Wait, I don't think I was supposed to use my jump there. Okay. Oh no, is that single jump? Okay, so I could just do that. Ah. Okay, no, I have double jump here. Up, back to fast. Okay, so I'm supposed to save that. Wonder if to be really precise on that last jump, that last vine jump. No, I could just do that. Also, where the hell am I? Okay, I think I've had enough needle. That was like an hour of needle. Any more needle and I would be sweating. So instead, how about something else? I would have done this into a video, but I don't think I I'd have the mindset to actually turn it into a video, so... that's not big enough. Okay, that's a bit too big. So the last segment here, I don't have any other ideas, so... Smash or pass, let's go. I already know who to put first. Yep. Of course, obviously. And for the first pass, it would also be obvious. It's like, she's a bitch. No, I'll get the obvious passes out of the way first, before getting the more difficult ones. This one's a pass. This one's also a pass. Even if she does have that air of attractiveness, she's just, no. Yeah, only really down people would go for Merlot. Syrup, obviously a pass. I'll have to shrink down this. Let's see, chill. Yeah. Even if he's not my type, I'd still have to say. Let's see. I still like this old icon from Malt, the one where he's just, he looks so devious. Yeah, I think Malt would be Smash. Oh yeah, Gunpowder, definitely. Fuck you, you're getting the bottom right corner. And you get to join him. Okay, wait, hold on. You would also be a pass. Let's see, Anana, that is difficult, but she does... I don't know, even reading through the story, she does seem kinda like off. I don't know. I don't know. Probably pass. Fresnel. He's got like the Fresnel that should have been versus the Fresnel that we got. It's kind of a tough decision. Yeah. But even then, I'm not into manipulative women, so that's why she gets a pass for me. But I can do respect that she was done well as a manipulative character. Then you got PK, who is manipulative, but she's also meant to be like the one we're supposed to be rooting for, and I do not want to root for that bitch. Oh yeah, I forgot I have an icon for Slasher. It's also as big as Syrups. And, I don't know, it's kind of tough. I guess, Cause like, on the one hand, yeah, he is a killer. Yeah. Would be a pass. If he didn't go down that path and stayed as like a little, what is it, a tailor, then yeah, it'd probably be a smash. Am I running out of it? Oh, yep, gotta put this in pass real quick. You get the bottom right corner too, fuck you. And you! God, there are no good Kecleon characters in this story. Yeah. Chris. I honestly don't know how to feel about Chrysanthos. Like, actually. I probably pass, because I don't know how to feel about them. Also, I did not hold down shift like I did with the others. No. Oh yeah, I forgot, since we got Malt up here, there's also Ovaltine. I don't... Can we just bring up, like, what the fuck was she doing in Mission 2 when she was trying to use her cute charm to, take things from people? Like... What was her goal there? That's gotta be, like, early mission weirdness right there. This is a tough one, but... Yeah, probably pass. Oh yeah, speaking of Tivoli, I gotta bring your large-ass icon up here. You're taking up most of the space. And then I have... Oh yeah, Iceberg. I don't know, actually. I think I'd feel bad. I feel bad for doing that. Like, something about that genuinely would make me feel bad if I wanted to smash them, because, like, they've been through a lot of shit. I'm almost running out of adults, so I'm just gonna be pulling side characters at the ass. Virgil. Pass. Oh yeah, Zaru counts as a young adult. I don't think anything bad really happened with Zaru, but then again, they were voiced by Glip in the April Fool's thing. I don't know, them being voiced by Glip in the April Fool's thing is really convincing me to pass them. And just to reiterate, I think they are classified as young adult in this. Yeah, they're young adult. Yeah. Also, this one is also a very difficult one because she is sweet. She does have like a cool profession, but on the other hand, they were only created with the goal of Mike fantasies or Queeper fantasies in mind. And if she was built with Queeper fantasies in mind, then she would be into stuff that I'm not into, so, yeah. It's like a very weak pass. Caldera is interesting. I don't know, honestly. Yeah, he's fine. But then there's also his vocal language. It would kind of throw me off a lot because I'm a simpleton dum-dum who can barely write a single sentence without having to check if the word I'm using is even the correct definition. Calder is cool, but he'd be a pass for me. I don't think using big words on Smooth Brain would be attractive. Yeah, I'm still running out of adults. Like, I got Winston on here, but he just reminds me of Basil, so he gets a pass. And then we get to the characters that have, like, or used to have a page. Like, Jones used to be Chrysanthus' boyfriend. I mean, he do be cool as fuck, so yeah. And then there's the other Queeper character, Kyrie. Gotta shrink that. I don't know, is lesbian beta a thing? Did this character come across as lesbian bait? I don't know why that term is in my mind now. Either way, think she'd be a pass. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Speaking of Dragonites, I forgot about Udon. Pass. She's already got herself infatuated with Merlot for whatever reason. I got big rigs over the road racing. I forgot I stuffed this in the portraits folder because we were doing a bit on like PMDE characters tier list where I would just put random shit on the tier list. And that was before I decided to copy images I found on Google, so I just saved the box art of big rigs over the racing, over the road racing as a file. Anyway, that's not important. Oh, yeah, all the PMDE2 characters on pass, of course. I'm looking for... Okay, I guess I'll have to... Because I remember... There's like 5 more minutes in this. I can put even more random shit on the Smash or Pass thing, so... Come on, website load. Okay, so... Since there's no, like, actual Keklan representation on the Smash or Pass, I'm going to add you and you, the brothers, to Smash. Also, yeah, that is interesting how there are no women on the Smash part. Like they made all the men more desirable. Oh, and just in case y'all are curious, I am bi. I do appreciate me a good woman, but there's like no good women on PMDE. Like, damn, this story's so bad it made me gay. Like, that's gotta be an achievement where the story's characters are so bad that there's no good female characters, and then you have to just be gay for the cast. Oh yeah, this is probably going to be very difficult for some of you, but the Guildmaster's assistant, definitely a smash for me. I like him, even if he is a bit of a bitch. I like him. Fuck it, this is just gonna turn into a Explorers of Sky Smasher Pass. No, as for the Guildmaster themselves, that's an easy pass. Let's make them long for no reason, and they're just gonna sit here like this, just peeking out. That is true. Yeah. Explorers of Sky Channeled is my I can fix him. I don't remember much of the other characters from PMD. But the Dashing Wanderer? Hell yeah. And then Verizion from Gates to Infinity. Like, that whole beginning segment really did turn me away from them for a bit. Like, even if they did redeem themselves, I don't know, I just would not be into that. Oh yeah, definitely Emolga, for sure. Oh yeah, that's right. Let me check something real quick. Okay, so this is going to be obvious, but it's going to be the first female, or the first woman on Smash. And it's the Storage Kangaskhan. Finally, a woman in Smash. That also sounds like it could be taken out of context to being like when Peach was revealed for Smash. Finally, a woman in Smash Bros. I say this is a good enough Smasher pass, even if we take away all of the extras. It has just reached 11, and I'd like to get some sleep because that rain from last night did keep me up. So I would actually like to get some sleep this time. So good night. I'll see you tomorrow when we actually go over Fresnel's error. I wonder what that error could be. I just wanted to wait for this part of the song to be over. Okay, there we go. That part of the song is over. I can end the stream now in a really cool and epic fashion.